Welcome to Brazil Bound, presented by Castrol GTX High Mileage. With the coach, Jesse Marsch, I'm Jason Saghini. We are taking a look at the semifinal matchup between the Netherlands and Argentina. And Jesse, I think I have a little bit of a wardrobe malfunction here. My boys, Argentina, are playing, and I wore the colors of Holland.
I think I've got just the thing for you, Jay.
Nice.
Boom. Looking good.
This should fix things.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at how this game is going to play out, and we'll start with Argentina. So here you see how they lined up in the last game, a 4-4-1-1 or a 4-4-2, whatever you want to call it, Jesse. We expect a similar formation, but we think different personnel. Angel Di Maria, for instance, is out in this game.
Yeah, and I do think we'll see the same formation because it was effective for him in the last game. But yes, Di Maria got hurt early in the first half, but it was after they were up 1-0. So they made a change and brought Perez in. And what Perez is an attacking-minded player who's very responsible. So he really helped them protect the lead. But I'm not sure that they go into this game with the same approach. I think they're going to need someone who's a little bit more attack-minded in that spot. And if they do that, I think they have two options. One option could be Maxi Rodriguez, and what he provides is experience and now an ability to play soccer and connect passes in the middle of the field, along with an ability to play penetrating passes to guys on the move. The other option I think that is a possibility is Ricky Alvarez. And the biggest thing that he provides is a like comparison to Di Maria and an ability to really be on the run to receive balls from guys like Messi when he's putting little plays together.
All right, another change that we would expect in this game is to bring in Rojo back to left back. He's been Argentina's best defender in this tournament, missed the last game because of suspension.
Yeah, and he's going to need to be very good again in this game, mostly because this is the area of the field that Robben will operate in, okay? And it won't just come down to Rojo's ability in one-on-one situations. It's going to require the whole team to be able to shift and help him out and now look to double team. And what I really liked about what they did last game is putting Biglia in the middle of the field. And what he brings is a real balance along with Mascherano to now balance out the team both in the attack and most importantly in this case in defense. He's a very intelligent, smart player in the middle of the field.
All right, now let's take a look at what we expect to see from the Netherlands. Now, this is a team that's changed their formation many times throughout the tournament depending on who they're playing. This is how they lined up in the last match against Costa Rica.
Yeah, it's their version of 5 in the back. Sometimes they play 3 in the middle with 2 up top. This game they played a little more with 2 in the middle and then 3. They did that against Costa Rica because they knew they were going to have the ball a lot and they wanted to put one more attacker on the field. But this game I think will be very different for them and they'll take a different approach, which means for me that we'll see De Guzman come in for Memphis. They'll slide Schneider up a little bit more of an attacking role and it'll look more like 5-3-2. In those moments, they use Robben a little bit as a striker in 2 to defend, but then when he gets the ball, he still occupies the wing and now looks to make chances and attack from that side.
Okay, so what is your expectation as far as how this game is going to play out from a tactic standpoint?
Yeah, well, first when you look at what they've done here, okay, I think the reason why they've done this is to really help keep track of Messi and him floating around. And we've talked in the past that if Messi's in this area, that they encourage center backs and to now track players. And I think that you will see oftentimes one of the 3 really tracking Messi back into the midfield and dealing with him there so that he doesn't have any time and space.
It'll be interesting to see the off-the-ball movement from Argentina, a team that can knock the ball around with spaces opening up in the back for the Netherlands, which a lot of the teams that Argentina's played throughout this tournament have backed away and not allowed that space, not allowed them to combine. So could that be a way that Argentina is able to exploit the Netherlands?
Yes, and it's possible, okay? Again, when you look at their block of 8, it's more organized than when they played with 3 up top or the 5 in the back, and the roles are clearer as defensively what they need to do. But their overall approach is still a bit to have these 6 guys be thinking mostly about defending and these 4 guys to be thinking mostly about attacking. So in some ways, it can often look like 2 different groups on the field. And it's funny because actually the Dutch, even though they play a different formation, have a similar approach in the way they deal with things. And these 6 guys will look primarily to defend, and these 4 guys will look primarily to attack. So you will almost see, I think, segmented games sometimes, almost like a training session of 4 guys attacking 6, ball turning over, now 4 guys attacking 6 on the other side. Whichever team's able to make more plays is obviously going to win the game.
Well, each team has a big-time playmaker. Obviously, we've seen it from Messi in this tournament, and we've seen it from Robben for the Netherlands. Which guy do you think is going to be able to break through for their side?
Well, I do think this is Messi's tournament, and I think that even though he's gone through parts of the game where he's gone missing, I still think that he finds ways to make plays and help his team win. You can say the same about Robben. So in many ways, and the tighter the games get, it's been harder for them to find space. And if you look historically in the World Cup, often the best players as the tournament goes on aren't scoring as many goals. So it may come down to supporting cast. And if that's the case, you're going to have to look at guys like Van Persie, like Schneider, guys like Higuain and Lavezzi, and see how they can contribute to the team.
All right, so what's your prediction, Jesse? You got to lay it on the line here. Which team are you going for in this game?
Listen, this is Messi's tournament, all right? I picked them at the beginning. I still think that they've had their troubles throughout the tournament, but I wouldn't bet against Lionel Messi right now.
Yes. Nice. There you have it. Jesse thinks Argentina over the Netherlands in what should be a very entertaining match.